Hello there, this is Dr. Tumala from Trinergy Health. Today I have this young 7-year-old boy who has been receiving treatment for hyperbaric oxygen. He's been receiving a treatment with hyperbaric oxygen therapy, and his dad is here to let us know their experience with this whole treatment. So this young boy, he came in with a diagnosis of autism, which would be actually level 3 autism, and I will let the dad take over from here. So Sandeep, tell us about this, the symptoms that you were noticing in him before you came. I mean, we started working, I think, from September of last year, somewhere.
Early September.
Yeah.
So he was, obviously his eye contact was not very good, especially with new strangers. He wouldn't respond to gestures very easily in new situations or new people. He probably wouldn't think that it was important to respond. And obviously he has sensitivities, like he wouldn't wear certain clothes, especially the long sleeves ones, or with certain colors or prints. And other than that, we also had he is a picky eater, but it was very hard to basically make him sit and eat something, or other than that, obviously he is non-verbal, and we were seeing that that is not greatly improving. Ever since last 2-3 years.
Was he independent with his self-care, like zipping his jacket, wearing his shoes?
No, he was not. So zipping he was definitely not doing. So for example, other than that, he wouldn't apply oil on his head, or try to take bath himself. So we have to do it for him. And even if he's wearing a pant or something, he would just probably put one leg and then wait for the other leg to I don't know what. So other than that, let's say he's going down the stairs. So going up was fine, but going down he used to go one stair at a time.
Yeah. So he would, instead of alternating his legs, he would get the second leg down and then
both legs on one and then move on forward. So those were some of the things that we were struggling with, and then obviously there were some things at school. So his behavior was always good overall. So everybody terms him as obedient, but there were definitely issues with following 2-step directions, for example, along with the other things.
So some receptive language problems as well
were
present.
Receptive language.
So then we first, started off by cleaning his diet and also giving you some supplements, both Ayurvedic and nutritional supplements.
Yeah.
And then I think it was in January that you started the hyperbaric oxygen therapy.
Yeah, end of January.
End of January. And we've definitely seen that he's had somewhat of a good response to this treatment. Can you tell us what you've noticed?
Right. So end of January we started noticing some small things. Some small things we started noticing end of January. For example, he started to wear the long sleeves t-shirts, and then we got hesitantly we got thermals for him because it was getting too cold, and then he wore them. And we also, so it was like all of a sudden so many things started, like he started going down the stairs very softly, like very swiftly, and he has not broken that since. He still goes down. While coming, if he has to play, he plays around and comes slowly, but going down is pretty smooth. And I think school also has told us the same thing, because he has to go up and down. And other than that, his receptive language has definitely seen an increase. So we see that he's able to follow 2-step instructions most of the times now, and sometimes even more. But 2-step is more consistent now, which is a big thing for us. We feel a little relaxed, basically. That's why.
So now you know that he can actually understand what you're saying and follow through. Yeah, I've seen that, you asked him to say, give me high five. And what I have noticed is that his eye contact now is meaningful eye contact. He's not just, like before when he would give me a high five, he would turn his face away. But now he's actually looking, there is more of that reciprocal interaction as well.
Right. So we have to always behind him all the time. But let's say I'm in the bedroom and he's in the bathroom. If I just say, he does it.
Okay.
I don't have to go around him.
Okay.
Sometimes I just say very swiftly, not in a commanding voice or something, and he does it.
Very good. Yeah.
That's like a big thing as a parent, basically. And other thing is, we have seen that we have gone with him in a very group setting, where there are adults generally and other children, and he has been very cooperative in like a party scenario, and we have done it like three or more times now, consistently.
And before you were not able to do that?
We were very hesitant, and he would basically, we were scared first of all, and we also saw that whenever we used to go, like for example in a hospital or somewhere where there is a little bit of a group setting, it was difficult to make him do things or just let him be on his own, and then he will act up and do something.
So he was getting overly stimulated with all that, but now he's able to process that stimulation and respond appropriately.
Exactly. Because the last party we went, it was very crowded, and he was a little bit sick also then, but he was there with us for 3 hours, and we could do everything we wanted to.
Okay.
And we celebrated his birthday, which is a huge thing. I mean, we couldn't think of it. And he cooperated with shopping. He wouldn't wear new clothes in the store, and so he wore new clothes. He did not try to eat the cake. It was there at home for at least an overnight. And he waited all the way through, and then everything went as planned, which is again, as a parent, it's a big thing.
Is he saying any words?
He says what he wants. For example, if he needs a mango, he says, I want a mango. He says mango, not I want. He says a mango. And sometimes he uses 2 words, and he can say, well, but it's too, since he started using the school's iPad for language, we see that
he's regressing with that.
He can do it, but he thinks it's not necessary because he has an option.
I think we should I think maybe that may not be a good idea to use the iPad for communication.
We have to talk to the school and see what they have to say. Because they according to them, he has made a lot of progress on that thing. So we have to see the balance. All right.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your experience. And as you know, I just started offering hyperbaric oxygen therapy, and when I started studying about it, I would hear many case stories about children with autism, traumatic brain injury, stroke, all these conditions, people recovering brain function, which is unheard of, right? But it has been very gratifying for me to see the changes that we are seeing with Soham, and we need to continue that, and as we discussed. So continue with everything else, and diet and the supplements, all of that also plays a role in this.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Thank you so much.